Thank you. Oh, just downloaded the app. That's what's up.
Thank you.
I have this one. So, guys, what I like about creative writing, you know what I like about creative writing? It's the manipulation of words.
Yes.
There's this thing, there's like connotations and there's the denotation, like the original meaning. My favorite is connotation, you know. Like how you can easily manipulate words, have fun with the language. I wish I knew my home language. Like I'm starting to understand English. I would be a really good poet. Please teach me that, guys. About the next is these two, please school me. But with English, I've taken time and effort to invest in the craft, and I just enjoy playing around with words because there's always what you say and how can I say it better.
Oh, you sound like the entrance level to a marriage. The secret to a happy marriage.
Like honestly, and with the creative writing, there are two things.
Okay.
There are two things that I'm passionate of. It's functionality. Oh, and my favorite, aesthetics. So here's an example, right? When a chef does his thing, the purpose of food is that we eat, and then we have something in our stomachs that we carry on living, right? But that is the function of food. But then there's the aesthetics of food, you know, the look, the smell, the taste, you know, what you eat with our eyes, you know, how the chef prepares everything. That's the aesthetics, that's the beauty, that's the that's the art of cooking, you know. And then when they count the spoons on their recipe books, that's the science. You don't care about that, you just wanna eat. So that is just what I love about just this thing called writing, the aesthetics and functionality. So aesthetic is, why do you write? What impact do you want to leave? How can I make you see life differently? You know, how can I contribute to the scourge of whatever that is happening in our society using my writing? That is the functionality. And then how do I say this? You know, when someone performs, be like, yeah, that feeling. That's the beauty of aesthetics. So I have another poem. It's called Township. Sorry, Namana. It's Tumami. So I am. Back in the day, they would call my writing Protestant poetry. So, but now I don't know how do I call it because they're no longer protesting. And I've come to the understand. I'm still looking for my poem. My phone, my internet is slow. So. Wait. Here we are. All right. I'm gonna do two, guys. This one is called. Open. This one is called Newspaper. Hopefully you enjoy. Here we are. All right. Yesterday's newspaper headline read, "Child finds dead woman by the lake." According to the article, where the current water gushes against rocks and splashes in the side and lands in the black soil creating clay, a woman lay still. Cold, like frozen ice water, her mouth open like she was pushing the last of her scream, her eyes open like she was still trying to recapture the face of her perpetrator to the detailed detail. Her eyes were blank and lifeless like the blood-stained rocks behind her, her body telling a detailed story of her agony. The sun pushed through the motionless trees to land on her emotion-drenched face, a horrified scowl, reciting her last words like a loop. Scattered scripts of golden rays spread across her face. Some went into her eyes, like it was trying to share its light. Others went with the wind into her skies, trying to blow the remnants of pain away. Some went into her mouth, like the sun wanted to share its life with her, so she could blink and speak of her last moments with death, and so she could have her breath at least for a moment and say goodbye and kiss her young girl and boy and give them at least a toy and tell them not to cry. This is a world women live in. According to the article, not much is known. What we know is told from the torn clothes, bruised face, and black eye, and the blood that turned maroon when mixed with the black soil. More of the story is told from the 3 sets of print, imprinted on the black clay. According to the article, not much is known. All we know is she is the millionth story that makes up our country. The only hope we have is the black stain beneath her nails. Thank you. Hopefully I maintained the standard.
Yeah.
Was coming, right? Tumami. Next to the labyrinth of shacks standing as township jails, where poverty shackles dreams, there's a mother with a little shack. And every day and every night, she gives the shack a rainbow of fruits and veggies for a rand or two, so she can bribe the growling stomachs of her children at night. She plants prayers in her heart as seeds, so tomorrow they may become flowers of hope, reminding them not to stop of Tumamina. And together we can campaigns as saviors that will rescue them. In 2 by 2 meter shacks, at night, she leaves prayers at the corner At night, she leaves prayers at the corner to cradle her children and cradle them for the night and protect them from the nightmares of poverty. She collects blessings as her children smiles in the morning. She sends them to school with soft porridge stomachs and a few rands she got yesterday when she sold pieces of her rainbow. Every day is the same dream. To live in the house with flashing toilet and electricity. Every night is the same prayer. Accompanying the flickering candle next to her bed, holy scriptures wash off the curses she gives to the government. 4 years, every 4 years is the song, sang by honey-dripping lips and milk to wash off their throat. Together we can, they chant. While her throat is dry, her lips are cracked like a Kalahari desert, and every time she trusts them with her axe, and every year the moon and stars laugh at her, peeping into her dreams through the holes in her shack. She used to wear green and yellow t-shirts with pride. Underneath her tongue, she planted flowers. When she spoke of her vote in 1994, hope oozed with a glee, and a choir of praise spilled off her tongue to sing with pride in people's ears, reminding them of the promises of democracy. Today, she wipes tears. She cries with Tumamina, and together we can t-shirts. She closes the holes in her shack with Rally t-shirts. Because that's the best saves delivery. The politicians have given her. Thank you.